What's up, Radans? Welcome to another episode of this Brazilian series of Gary Gensler versus Binance US. Binance US to delist 40 trading pairs poses OTC trading. So we have not only this bad news coming in, but we have also the US regulators ask court to freeze crypto giant Binance assets. This all lead to that the market saw a drop yesterday. You saw here this big red candle and we couldn't start to go to the moon. So we will speak about, is it possible that Binance could possibly go bankrupt or not? And we will speak also about Bitcoin in the immediate short term, and we will speak also about Bitcoin in the big picture. If you appreciate it, Bradans, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Dawa yalla. So we first things first. Binance US to delist 40 trading pairs. We have here, they will delist Aave, BTC, Chiliz, Mana, some gaming coins, Atom, DOT, and so on and so on. But it's Binance US. It's not Binance, everything what outside of Binance US, right? Because there are separate companies. Binance US and Binance are two separate companies. This is what you have to understand. Even if Binance US is closing or is shutting down, it not mean that the whole Binance exchange will go bankrupt. What we can watch in order to understand if potentially Binance could go bankrupt is very important, and you know what it is. It's the BNB coin. It's the native coin of Binance, because what we saw on FTX, before FTX got closed their gates, we saw FTX coin going to the toilet. So what we have to watch is a BNB. It's quite strong. It's still at $261. So we shouldn't see it breaking further down, especially because we have here a massive support line is coming in at around $200. So in case we are breaking $200, this is what we don't want to see, because in case we are breaking $200, we could go all the way down to $40. And this is where you have to be very careful. This is where indeed Binance could go bankrupt. But I have another crazy news for you if you didn't hear it. Binance lawyers SEC Cherry Gensler offered to serve as advisor to crypto company in 2019. So basically he begged to work for Binance before he's starting to shit on Binance. It's very interesting. It's like kids, you know, it's always like kids who has problems with each other, and you have go between and say stop right now, because maybe he's in a very bad mood because he didn't get the job at Binance back then in 2019. In other news, SEC Chair Gensler doubts the need for more digital currencies. We already have digital currencies. It's called the US dollar, it's called the euro, or it's called the yen. They're all digital right now. So what he's speaking about is the CBDCs, and this is obviously what we don't want to see, because what are the CBDCs? It's the digital dollar, and the digital dollar will not allow you maybe to fly whenever you want, even if you have millions and trillions and I don't know how much money. Okay, if you have trillions, maybe you find other solution, but they will connect this digital dollar to your, for example, how much emission you're spending. So how much CO2, how much carbon dioxide you are spending. For example, if you're eating too much burger and cows are farting, you used already all your carbon dioxide, and then if you even want to fly and you have money, you cannot fly because you have no cash, you have only CBDC, so that you have the digital dollar, and if you want to pay, it's not working. So therefore, it's quite obvious that he sees there's no need for more digital currencies. Actually, it's a good news. We have to see the shit fight in order to Bitcoin awake like a phoenix out of ash and going into a bull market. I hope you understood what I'm telling you here. Let us watch further which news I prepared also for you here. Nasdaq is set to launch Bitcoin and crypto custody by the end of June. So this is a very good timing for them to launch, to take some of the US market share. This could be quite bullish because Nasdaq is regulated, and if they are set to launch a Bitcoin crypto custody by end of June, this could be possibly quite bullish for crypto, especially if you're watching the SEC versus Ripple court, and there are rumors that that XRP will win by end of June against the SEC, which would be even much more bullish, not only for XRP but for the whole crypto market. So watch out for this news. And then the Senator Bill Hager writing, the SEC is weaponizing their role to kill an industry, allowing a company, he means Coinbase, to list publicly and then stonewalling their attempts to register is indefensible. So the absurd thing is they're not only after Binance but also after Coinbase. I mean, the case is a little bit different between Coinbase and Binance, but you see they're still attacking the whole industry. And the absurd thing is, regarding Coinbase, they first listed them publicly, and right now they start to fight Coinbase. And the CEO of Coinbase said already that he's considering to move their company out of US into UAE. UAE will be in the future the crypto hub of the world. And yeah, it's quite, I really don't understand what they're trying to do, because they're fighting against crypto. You cannot blacklist crypto. It will not happen. It's not possible. It's like the internet. I mean, they have to turn off the whole internet if they want to achieve that. So now let us watch therefore the big picture, and in the big picture you don't have to worry at all. Always watch the big picture. And big picture, active addresses were at all-time highs last month. Look at this. active addresses of unique users across various blockchains. Since 2016, you see, it goes parabolic, bratans. It goes parabolic. There's no need to worry. Now, let us watch in the immediate short term what is happening here. We see the long-short ratio, and if the long-short ratio is going up, this is this purple line which you see here. This is what we don't want to see. It means there are more long position than shorts, and we see right now it's going up. So usually, if there are more longs position, then the market maker tend to liquidate all the longs, which will in a dump, right? Therefore, watch out for this. We want to see the long-short ratio going down in order to see the market going up. What we see also here, the funding rates have come down slightly, but are still staying positive. Bulls would like to see this come closer to neutral or even negative. So we want to see the funding rate, you see it here, not red. We want to see it turning green. We want to see a negative funding rate, because negative funding rate indicates that we should see a pump in the market, a liquidation of the shorts. You understand? So if the shorts are getting liquidated, we see Bitcoin pumping, right? So right now are more longs in the market than shorts because of all this FUD which is around Binance, right? However, bratans, what's very important, and side note, please take off your money off centralized exchange. Put it on cold wallet, put it on Ledger, put it on Trezors. Doesn't matter. An exchange which has no FUD, you know, is Bybit. Link is down below. $1,000, you get a free long or short position. So let's go further in the market and watch what I prepared for you here more. In the immediate short term, we see Bitcoin is in a falling wedge, and the falling wedge is very, very, very bullish. The technical price target of a falling wedge, it's a bullish pattern. This one is a rising wedge. It's a bearish pattern. The price target is the bottom of the wedge. This one is a falling wedge. It's a bullish pattern. The price target is the top of the wedge. And don't forget, we are still have full moon. You see here this gray circle. And usually on full moon, what we see, full moon huyak, we see pumps. So we are in a bullish pattern. We are in full moon. We are expecting still that we could see breakout to the upside. So what we want to see breaking this upper line of the symmetrical triangle to the upside. So above 27,800. And what is the price? 27,800 is approximately here. So it's approximately here when the extreme volume at 28,100 is coming. And as I told you the whole time, we want to see to breaking this extreme volume at 28,100. At 28,100, there's coming a lot of volume which we have to break here. You see here this volume in order to see Bitcoin pumping. What I don't like is that we broke again under our symmetrical triangle on our total crypto market cap, you see here, but it's still not a clear decision. You see, it's only like a small piece of shit. It's like if you go to shit, but you know you don't have this full shit, you have only this small stains, you know, which coming into your trousers. So please watch out for this. We want to see here a pump clearly over the symmetrical triangle in order to understand, yes, we are going bullish again. In case we are getting here clear rejection to the downside, then it's obviously we can jump into a short position. Dollar, very important to watch the dollar. The dollar is also one of the leading indicators for Bitcoin, and we got here perfectly rejected, you see, right? And we see the market cipher B is showing us a red dot. A red dot usually means, you see here, when a red dot appears, we see the dollar is dumping. If the dollar is dumping, we see Bitcoin pumping, right? So therefore, this is exactly what we want to see. It's again a bullish sign. So be careful. This could be a massive trap for all Bitcoin bears, because yes, we have this FUD, and because of this FUD, we see the market is trying to go down. However, I mean, we have extreme FUD. Binance is the biggest exchange, and we don't see a massive drop. I mean, it's still only dropped yesterday 4%, even though we have so much FUD going around. You can see in two pictures. Either you say, oh, we see the market dumping and it's so horrible, or you can see, yes, we have so big FUD against the biggest exchange in the world, but the market is holding quite strong. For example, BNB is also still holding very strong, so therefore I'm quite bullish still, and all the indicators showing us also huge bullishness. I mean, we see here also on this rising channel, we see Bitcoin perfectly bounced here. I mean, it's still 3 days to close this weekly candle. I would like to see this weekly candle to close green. Then we have confirmed a perfect bounce on this support line of this rising channel, and the price target is also here around 35,600. You see, everything is quite bullish. Ethereum versus Bitcoin, even though we have this FUD. You see, still we are bouncing on this massive support line, which turned into a support line. We broke above this resistance line, retesting it, and we are expecting that Ethereum will outperform Bitcoin on the Ethereum versus Bitcoin chart. What we only need, as I told you the whole time, we need to break this massive purple line at $1,923, because at $1,923, there's coming a lot of volume again on Ethereum. As soon as we are breaking $1,923, we are expecting Ethereum to go at $2,100. You see, this is the next volume which is coming. So it's 9% pump opportunity, and what we're expecting to outperform Ethereum, LDO. LDO is the leading staking protocol of Ethereum, and we have also here massive $2.40 resistance line. As soon as Ethereum start pumping, LDO will follow and outperform Bitcoin because the market cap is much lower and all the people putting their Ethereum to stake LDO. And as soon as we are breaking this resistance line at $2.40, we could go even to $3.20, so 35% pump opportunity. So overall, in the big picture, it looks very bullish, it looks very healthy for Bitcoin. Don't forget, watch always the big picture. On the big picture, the addresses are as high as they've never been before, the active addresses. On the big picture, we are only less than 12 months away from the Bitcoin halving, which will happen in April 2024. And we have only less than 1 year to accumulate our favorite altcoin. And right now is the time, as we see dumping. These dips are the opportunity to buy in on dollar cost average on your favorite altcoin. So take this opportunity when, after the halving, the bull market will start. I mean, you can say the bottom is right now and then the bull market already started, but we could see still coming near to the bottom, or maybe even if Binance would go bankrupt, even we could go to 10K, right? But as soon as 2024, after the halving, we will never see the bottom ever again. So right now is the time to accumulate your favorite altcoin. You see in the previous, the history shows us after the halving, you see this green field, we had a parabolic run. So you have only less than 1 year. Please take this opportunity. Use it, bratans. We can in the immediate short term outperform Bitcoin by longing or shorting, and right now it's still a long opportunity in my opinion. If you're right now going long to our price target of 35,600, or let's say slightly below 34,000, and set your stop loss even at 24K, or even you go lower at 23,000, still a risk reward ratio of 2.6%. Why I saying below 24K? Because at 24K, 24,800, we have the monthly support line. In case we are breaking monthly support line, then we're expecting we could dump to 23,600 or even to 21K to close our CME gap, which would be 15% short opportunity. As long as you're not breaking monthly support line, it's a massive long opportunity, not a financial advice. Do your own research, bratans. If you want to long or short Bitcoin, you can do it on Bybit. Link is down below, $1,000 free long or short position.